Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is the digital asset investor, and today I wanted to talk to you about how the XRP Bitcoin bull market continues. And I want you to ask yourself a question today, and that is, are you in or are you out? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take a step back and show you why you're at the perfect decision making point to decide if you really believe in this thing or if you don't. And I'm going to tell you why you should, because what you're looking at today is one of these down market days. And I love down market days because those are the days that I can, when we don't have days like today, I can't really put things in perspective for you like I can today. So that's what I'm going to do. So our market cap, XRP's been down around 45, 46 cents today. 11% is what we're down today. So, and I haven't really read what the reasoning is for it yet. It's irrelevant what the reasoning is because it's not anything hugely significant. It's not something that's relevant, especially to what I'm about to talk to you about. Says below 5,700 Bitcoin plunges to lowest price in over 12 months. Scary, you know, we're all scared to death, right? So before I show you what I'm about to show you, and I'm going to show you what has happened, because this is about I can't tell you how many crashes that I've been through and seen, and I always hear the same talk about how the world's coming to an end and this is the end of everything. And so I want to show you what happened afterwards, because what happened afterwards, and then when you lay that alongside where we are today, that's what you need to understand. What happens today or even this month is not relevant to what's going to happen. All right. So this is the article today talking about how we've got this crash and Bitcoin plunges and all this scary stuff, right? Okay. What you're looking at here, this is on CoinMarketCap. You can look at they have the history of prices going all the way back to 2013 for XRP. This is what I used to do this video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on a stroll. There's been a crash where all the news media and all try to scare you to death almost every single year, if not multiple times every year. And I've been there since 2013, so I'm going to take you all the way back to 2013. We're going to go year by year, and I'm going to show you what would have happened if on a day like today, you had ignored that day, and at the end of the month, instead of running scared, you actually put your big boy pants on and you bought $1,000 worth of XRP. I want to show you what would have happened in all of these scary bear markets, and I'll tie them to actual articles. I'm going to show you what would have happened if you had said, no, I'm not paying attention to all this emotional daily stuff or even monthly stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to intellectually take a step back and keep the big picture in mind of what's happening and what Ripple the company is doing and what XRP is and what's going on in the overall ecosystem of digital assets in general. And I'm going to look at this intellectually and not make a decision emotionally. And what that's going to cause me to do is buy at the last day of the month. This is what would have happened if you had bought in a crash month. At the end of the month, you bought and ignored the emotion of the moment or ignored the emotion of the month. So first I'm going to take you, this is from January of 2016. And look at the title of this article. All of these say Bitcoin because even more so than today, the markets have all tracked Bitcoin all the way from 2013 to as I've told you before, that'll begin to change. But as we go down the road, XRP will decouple in a good way from Bitcoin. I think it'll go way, way beyond Bitcoin in terms of Bitcoin's market cap and everything, for many reasons I won't go into now. But the title of this article is Bitcoin Price Crashes as It's Branded a Failed Experiment. So in 2016, this was declared a failed experiment. Well, why it crashed in January of 2016 is irrelevant to me. I want to show you what would have happened if you had looked at this with your big boy pants on instead of looking at this as some scared person who is not thinking rationally and logically and intellectually about the investment that you're in. Let's pretend that you looked at XRP at the end of January. This crash has happened in January of 2016, and you said, you know what? I'm not going to buy into all these scare tactics and the media and all this. I know what I'm investing in, and so I'm going to plop $1,000 into XRP. The price of XRP on the last day of January was $0.006399. That would have gotten you 156,207 XRP. In today's dollars, that would have turned your, as of today, 2018, November the 14th, your $1,000 would be worth $71,886. Okay? Now, let's go to 2015, another scary crash in digital assets. And when Bitcoin went down, they all went down. Bitcoin is getting annihilated. That sounds extremely scary, doesn't it? It says this is from January 14th, 2015. The price of Bitcoin is continuing to crash, dropping as low as $173 early Wednesday, according to stats from CoinDesk. Okay, so let's go look at what would have happened if you had looked at this intellectually in 2015 instead of being scared and saying, oh, I was wrong. If you had put $1,000 at the end of January 2015, the closing price of XRP on I believe that was, the end of January, $0.014298. You would have been able to buy 69,939 XRP with that $1,000. The price today, 46 cents. Yours would be worth $32,171. If you had gone with your gut, guided by intelligence, guided by your research, guided by looking at things as a smart person would and not looking at things emotionally, you would have turned $1,000 into $32,171. Let's go to 2014 and see what would have happened. If I could get this article to come up. Some of these articles are a little slow. 2014 was the Mt. Gox disaster, and that was in February of 2014. And so it says the price of Bitcoin was slowly but surely recovering from an impact of 2013, achieving stability. In the same month, the price suddenly fell to 439 from 837, 49% price drop. Let's see what would have happened if you had not reacted emotionally to that. In February of 2014, your $1,000 investment, the price of XRP at the end of February that year was $0.013667. You would have been able to buy 73,000 XRP. The price at today's price, your $1,000 would have turned into $33,657. Let's see what you would have looked like if you had done the same thing in 2013. April of 2013, the Bitcoin crash and examination. Notice these are always just, oh, the Bitcoin crash. It's the end of the experiment. Bitcoin plunge. What do we do now? It's all end of the world type things. But every time, it all comes back. And it comes back ferociously. Okay, so April of 2013. Let's see what would have happened in April of 2013. The April crash. If you had put $1,000 into this will make you sick. If you had ignored all of the noise, if you had not reacted emotionally and you had said to yourself, you know what, this is revolutionary because I've done my reading. I know what digital assets are. I know what it means when someone says that this is decentralized and it can change the world. I know what this all means. And you had taken $1,000 and you had put in at XRP price of $0.005364, you would have owned 186,428 XRP. And at today's price, you would have turned $1,000 into $85,756. So I hope that makes you really think about days like today and makes you understand, because what I'm about to tell you should excite you even more. What I'm about to tell you is I wanted to explain to you the things that we have today as holders of XRP that we did not have in any of those markets that I just showed you, that we did not have any of what I'm about to describe to you, and you have it all now. And you're going through a crash just like I went through every crash I just showed you. You're going through a crash. This is your turn. You get to go through a crash. But let me tell you what you have today that I did not have in any of the crashes I just showed you. These are just a few things. These were just the things that I reeled off the top of my head and typed out. The things we did not have as XRP holders in any of those crashes. We did not have record institutional purchases of crypto. We did not have Wall Street's entry imminent. Ripple was not getting over 2 production contracts a week. We did not have XRapid in production and adding companies onto production. We did not have an XCurrent software that was being upgraded to 4.0 so that it would make it easier for the transition from XCurrent to XRapid. We did not have Coil, which is the monetization of the web. We did not have Spring, which is Ripple's initiative to create more companies that use XRP with more use cases. We did not have Bitcoin ETFs, which are eventually XRP ETFs that are imminently going to be approved, or at a minimum in the next year or so. We did not have hundreds more exchanges than we had in any of these crashes. We do now. Those exchanges did not have hundreds more personnel to handle bull markets that they do now. We did not have billions more dollars that we have in this system now than we did then. We didn't have Goldman Sachs coming. We didn't have Bakkt coming. We didn't have Fidelity Digital Assets coming. We didn't have Morgan Stanley declaring digital assets a new institutional investment class. We didn't have JP Morgan in the game. We didn't have TD Ameritrade in the game. We didn't have SBI virtual currency in the game. We didn't have custody solutions being handled imminently. We did not have Yale, Harvard, Stanford investing in crypto. We did not have any of these things. And today you're going through a bear market and you're going through a crash today. But in those previous crashes, we had none of these things. Thank your lucky stars that we are on the precipice of something huge. And get ready, because this bear market, what this tells me is that this is like the what do they call it, the death throes, when somebody, it's the last gasp of a dying bear market is what I see when I see today. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that the bull market is coming. It's just a matter of time. Hold, and if you haven't bought, you should buy. And I'm not a financial advisor, but do your own research and ask your financial advisor, because he knows Wall Street is coming. Thanks for listening.